motherfucker.
Hey, want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?
Newsflash, asshole! I've been hearing it the entire goddamn time!
Welcome back to the West of Waterford podcast. Tonight, Brittany and Dy, there they are.
Hello.
Hello.
How we doing, folks?
Fine.
Excellent, excellent. Good to hear. So,
My tummy hurts.
your tummy hurts. Oh,
Yeah.
no. Oh, dear. Whatever will we do?
Very interesting development tonight.
Indeed, there was. Yes.
I ate some chili.
Pretty much. I think there'll be some pretty interesting developments later tonight.
Okay.
I will not be following her to the bathroom anytime soon. So, yes, the interesting developments Dy is referring to. So, on the old show, the Grey Area podcast, I believe we mentioned a new show called...
No, we didn't. We just mentioned the last time we were together.
The last episode.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, the episode...
On a previous episode.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me.
Only on the
Oh.
last episode.
On
right.
a previous episode we had discussed.
Ah, okay. On a previous episode, we had discussed that there was a new Star Wars property coming
Star
out.
Trek.
Star Trek.
Oh
Jesus
my
fuck. Wow. God damn.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Okay. Jesus. I can never... look, I'm not a fan of either, so... Look,
300 years ago,
All right,
we
listen
talked about
to me. Hang on.
Star Wars.
What did I call Battlestar Galactica earlier?
You didn't. You just made reference to Battlestar Galactica when he was trying to talk about
No.
Stargate.
So I was talking to Josh about Stargate, and he's like, "Oh,
Stargate.
I know what Stargate is. It's the one with the Cylons, right?" It's like, "No, motherfucker."
Yes. Okay.
It's fine. It's fine.
I didn't. I didn't like.
I'm not giving you shit for not knowing. You know, it's if you're not a fan, you're not a fan.
That's okay. Thank you very
if you
much.
don't know, you don't know.
If you don't know, you don't know.
Yeah.
So the whole thing about this was, and this actually plays into that fact, is that I have watched in my life, up until tonight, I watched about 200 minutes of Star Trek properties. Did I get it right this time? Star Trek?
Yes.
Thank you.
And 90
Chiseled out very quickly.
90% of that was you said one of the J.J. Abrams movies, right? Yeah.
The very
Yeah.
first
The first
one, yeah. I was forced to sit through it. But there was
I think it was all right.
So until tonight, I have watched 26 more minutes of Star Trek properties, and it was something we referenced before, as mentioned before. Star Trek Lower Decks.
Oh boy.
And boy, did we think we were going to ream this one a new one. And Dy, you're the resident Trekkie.
I mean,
what do you think?
I came in with the arrogant assumption that it was gonna suck. I mean, let's be honest.
Wait, you came in a sock?
Let's be real.
Okay.
You watch the trailer and it's not really.
Yeah, the trailer.
It's not really promising, right?
No.
And so we, Josh and I had invited me over, and it's like, oh, let's fucking give this shit a try. Let's go watch it.
Yes.
And let's see. And we had this assumption that we were gonna be ripping it apart. It was just gonna be horrible. It was gonna be bad. And after sitting through all like 26 minutes.
26 minutes, yeah.
It wasn't that bad.
No.
I don't know. I mean, and that's coming from a Trekkie and from Josh coming from a non-Trekkie as well. You know what?
Yeah.
What was your conclusion?
Yeah, my conclusion was that I didn't laugh. I think I laughed most.
I said it wasn't bad. I didn't say it wasn't funny.
We'll get into that, but let's go around the table here and go with our our little observations, I guess. I noticed I didn't laugh. I laughed at the opening trailer. I thought
you mean the intro?
The intro. Excuse me. I thought there was a couple of very cute and funny, kind of just all encompassing. Now you were like, that's a nice reference. But I was thinking, this is all-encompassing kind of sci-fi fun.
Right.
And,
right.
I can kind of get on board with this. It's kind of funny. So I kind of chuckled a little bit. The show started, wasn't really... The opening, kind of the cold start, as it were, was mildly amusing. It was a little too frenetic, too energetic. That is a weird thing to be saying about any show. You kind of want frenetic kind of energy about it.
You want like something too gung-ho? Is that what
It's a
you're
little
trying to
gung-ho
say?
in
frenetic. I mean,
Oh my god.
Oh wow! Hang on, it people.
What is that?
I
No
have
one
to.
uses that word in everyday life.
I just have
What
to
does
shoot
that
my
word
wife.
mean?
Frenetic,
Frantic?
frenetic. Yes, at a high pace.
Okay. Yes,
So,
I agree.
yes.
And that's only down to one character that's kind of like that.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
So I noticed the whole way through the show, I wasn't laughing, even though it's supposed to be a comedy. The jokes were very forced. It was a little bland.
Yeah, I agree.
It wasn't anything. It wasn't anything notable really to look at. It kind of looked like a paint by numbers Rick and Morty episode. It was Rick and Morty without in the animation style. Rick and Morty without the sense of creativity. It was a little bland, but I did laugh once during the episode, and that was the joke. We're not going to do spoilers here, but it was like.
You can't say the joke without.
Well, I
any
can say the
spoilers.
joke, but I mean,
No, you can't.
without context, I can. The joke, I believe, was, why am I trying to remember this? It was like, did I eat human flesh? Only a little. How much did I eat? And that just kind of got a little bit, okay, that's kind of funny. The delivery was really good in it. Got to the end of it, and I just kind of sat there thinking to myself, I was really ready to tear this thing a new one. Just tear, especially after the disappointment that was...
Same here as well, yeah.
Especially after the disappointment, apparently, that was Picard. Not that I've watched Picard, but you've watched Picard, D. You know what I'm talking about.
I don't want to talk about that.
You don't want to talk about that.
No.
Good. I don't think any of us want to talk about it.
No.
But overall, not terrible, not great, but
I might watch another episode or two.
So let's bring on Brittany. Brittany, what were your observations?
Oh, well, I disagree. I mean, I did bring up the humor. It's not just the animation. The humor was trying to be kind of a Rick and Morty, because Rick and Morty's kind of
right. I kind of got that
kind
little
of
feeling as
adult
well.
Sci-fi, lowbrow, but kind of trying to be intellectual kind of humor to it.
Szechuan
all at
sauce.
All at the same time.
Ugh.
And like I said, it was the energy to it. Some of the characters kind of did remind me of a Rick and Morty, Dan Harmon kind of written character.
I see that, yeah.
But yeah, no, it does fail when it comes to being funny. It was entertaining though, and I wasn't like rolling my eyes at none of the jokes landed for me. I didn't think anything was super funny, but I think they were kind of. I think the concept of it was a little bit ham-fisted. Like I think
that's an interesting.
Well, I mean,
even
the concept. Speaking of the concept, just getting even back to the beginning of the episode, what the first episode is called is Second Contact. Yeah, and D, you literally went, "Oh, I hate it already." Mm-hmm. Right when you found out what the name of the episode was, we subscribed to CBS for one night for this.
You sign up for a free trial.
Yeah, I'm canceling that trial very quickly. Unless you actually want to sit through and watch it.
No, I mean, I wouldn't be that curious.
So it's like I would watch another season, like the whole season.
Another season?
No.
Do you think it's going to be renewed?
No, I don't know.
Seems to be kind of getting hammered.
No, like what I'm trying to say is,
it was getting hammered before it even came out, just based on the trailer.
I actually would be open to probably watching the entire season and kind of making an assessment after that.
Okay.
Because like I said, it's like a Trek. Every new Trek series always has this reputation with the first two seasons are always kind of rough.
Yeah.
But
I mean, this is like a totally different property. This is a animated cartoon based off of Star Trek. So the whole thing about it is that
I mean, it's not the first. It's not the first animated series. I'll say that. Yeah.
That's true.
Wait,
but
it isn't?
That was more serious though.
What
that was
was
like a Saturday morning type of cartoon.
There was another Star Trek animated property.
So in the
I didn't know this.
Well, it's not necessarily another property because they're all part of the same franchise.
Well, yeah, exactly.
But
It's one property.
between the gap between the original Trek and Next Gen, there was a short
I'm
two-season
sure you've
animated
seen
series.
No,
it's the one where
You've
Spock
seen
gets like really big.
I'm sure you've seen
I don't think so.
screenshots.
Again,
of it
once
at
again,
least.
Okay. Have you seen the meme where like fucking
he gets smacked?
William Shatner, like Captain Kirk, but like in cartoon form does the like there's like three of them.
No.
Oh, I'm thinking of Batman.
where he puts his hand over his mouth and he's like, oh,
No.
Have you never seen that
no,
meme?
hang on. I might have to look
Just look up Captain Kirk meme, or like Captain Kirk animated meme. But basically, for the listeners out there, there was a 2-season. Correct me if I'm wrong. 2-season animated series that was in between the original and the next gen, which was kind of good at the time because the budget constraints and special effects that you couldn't really achieve in live action, they were able to do.
My god!
In the animated series, you had.
How do you not know? It's like an old 60s
cartoon.
They had more aliens.
This looks like Hanna-Barbera.
It was in that era of Hanna-Barbera cartoons.
Cheap ass-looking animation.
Whoa! I wouldn't say Hanna-Barbera cheap ass.
Oh, now come on, Scooby-Doo.
What about my boy Scooby? What
do you mean cheap ass? It was just because of when it was made.
It was
It
great.
was television.
I love the animation style.
Excuse me, yeah. Tom and Jerry, did that ever look cheap until it got into the 60s and Hanna-Barbera really took it over?
No, Hanna-Barbera didn't take it over. You're thinking of...
no, Hanna-Barbera actually created
You're thinking... No.
But, no, they did.
Oh yeah, they created it.
They created it, but in the 60s...
You're talking about when Chuck Jones...
Yeah,
was a
generation.
producer though. He was a producer, and I think the money was.
Yeah, but you're talking about when it was being animated under the producer of Chuck Jones. It was really awful, and the music was awful.
Yes, Chuck Jones. Yeah, Chuck Jones.
There
that's
was
right.
and lack of music. There was really awkwardly silent moments in those.
Yeah, that's kind of what this looks like.
The only Tom and Jerry and what most people refer to when they think of Tom and Jerry is you're going to be referring to all the original
Fred Quimby.
The Fred Quimby produced episodes.
Well, the movies they would show in the theaters.
It's chowder.
Because back then, you wouldn't watch them on TV. You would go to a theater to see the cartoon.
Yeah, they'd open for movies.
Right.
In the old Nickelodeon.
That's why you would see, Tom and Jerry like chain smoking cigarettes, or like cigars, or getting drunk, or shooting, or chasing women. That was just cartoons back then.
But, I don't know what cartoons you were watching.
Back to Lower Decks. The concept, the setup is funny enough. The premise has potential. The premise has potential. The fact that it's like tapping into like an area that you wouldn't think about, Lower Decks, all the other crew that would be responsible for all those lower ranking officers or lower ranking personnel, and kind of knowing their story. And yes, that can be kind of wacky misadventures. So like the premise has potential. Did the first episode execute it? It showed potential. It didn't really execute it. I didn't think it was. If it was going for being funny, it didn't work for me. I thought one of the main characters was actually
pretty annoying.
On the verge of being annoying and not funny. I'm just like, shut up.
So,
do you have the giant Spock meme pulled out on your phone? Is that the giant Spock?
Know.
If we can just maybe kind of I don't know, kind of close out on this, I guess maybe a little bit. Give our final kind of thoughts.
I would say that I don't really want to say as a Trek fan, because there's just so many different types of Trek fan. You can have the people who love all the expanded universe, and the same applies for Star Wars too. What really is a Star Wars fan?
Well, there's one sitting to my right.
You watch all the movies. Or is it the type of fan who consumes every single piece of lore, books, games, all the other media?
No, I'm not.
There's
expanded universe,
standing outside a cinema having a lightsaber fight when you weigh 296 pounds.
So, okay, oh man, what was that?
Could you imagine the soundtrack?
What was that movie? What was that movie where they take the road trip to watch the Phantom Menace? The Fanboys.
I don't know.
No, but
now the start.
But back to Star Trek. I don't really want to say, as a Trekkie, because there's different types of Trekkies out there. But just to give some insight, I'm the kind of, I suppose, Trekkie who wanted to consume a lot of the media. I've seen all the original series. I've seen all the movies.
Yeah.
I've played some of the games, and I've
You've cosplayed as Spock.
Well, no, I haven't done that.
I kind of actually just the thought of that.
I've read some of the books.
That Star Wars fight outside of cinema. I just imagine it's like, and now brought to you by
ASU,
John Williams.
Did you know ASU
Star Wars
has a lightsaber club?
Star Wars, yeah.
Did you know ASU has a Star Wars lightsaber club?
I don't doubt it.
I
do not doubt it.
Well, it's kind of...
This joke is never going to happen.
That's so autistic.
Yeah. That's so autistic.
It's like...
I walked out of a study session once, and it was like 7 p.m., and I just see these lightsabers in the sunken library. It's like, what the fuck is going on? Is somebody filming?
Oh, no.
And it's a bunch of these club members
clubbing each
And
other.
Learning the way,
as I say,
order of the Jedi.
as I say with air quotes, sparring.
Yeah.
embarrassing.
So it was some top level cringe.
Please tell me you were hearing this.
Oh yeah, they were definitely making sound effects. Yeah, I could hear that shit.
And what's the
from
name of
car.
that really famous John Williams theme? Something of the Fates.
Duel of Fates.
Duel of Fates.
Oh,
it was
from
being,
the
it was
Phantom
being
Menace?
performed being performed completely
That's
by.
that is a good track.
Could you imagine? It's being performed completely by
right,
tubas.
Hey,
It kind of an oomfa
anyways, I apologize
band.
for getting off track.
off track.
But you know, as somebody who really loves the Trek franchise,
Yes, you do.
as somebody who has consumed, you know, as much media as I can, I actually don't hate Lower Decks. You know, I thought it was going to be shitty. I thought it was going to be bad. And, you know, I will admit that was kind of an arrogant assumption for somebody who hasn't even seen the first episode.
Yeah.
But after watching it, I think it has potential. You know, give it a couple more episodes. So, you know, I don't like the forced humor.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's that. You know, I mean, the adult themes on it it's kind of, you know, whatever. I don't really
Was
care.
Star Trek
Sure.
ever supposed to be in any way humorous? I mean, yes,
yeah,
the
yeah.
fight with the Gorn is obviously humorous. But
okay, well, that
it's
wasn't really
it's
supposed
unintentional.
to be.
It's unintentional.
The Trek has always had
I'm
its...
going to fight you, you beast from another
Trek
planet.
has always had its lighter moments.
Oh.
You know, moments interact with the crew, or like, you know,
Really?
when Cisco talks to
Data.
you know,
Life forms.
in Data, and you know,
I know that clip, but I've never seen that movie.
Bashir and Dax, you know.
I never felt like any of the humor out of it was supposed to be intentional, though.
In Lower Decks or general Star Trek?
No, just in general. Star
Oh,
Trek.
I mean,
okay.
humor plays a big part in the Trek.
Humor is sometimes
lore.
unintentional.
I'll say that, but I just don't like it when it's very forced, or that's kind of like the main thing.
The main focus, yeah.
You know, which, you know, watching Lower Decks, I thought that it didn't really have any substance to it. You know, I thought it was just like all cheap jokes one after another, kind of like a Family Guy type of deal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
But
I get that.
Yeah.
No, what I was gonna say is that I don't know. I don't really know. It hasn't really been established. Like, I'm not a Star Trek fan either. I don't really know much about it, or I haven't seen. I don't even.
Yeah.
I remember seeing the first J.J. Abrams film, but
Mm-hmm,
it didn't really leave an impression on me. And I just remember like growing up that Next Gen being on, and I'd kind of be on in the background, but I never really paid much attention to it.
Next Gen was Picard,
So like I have like
right?
iconic.
Yeah, Picard. Yeah.
Yeah, I have like iconic images from the episode, but I don't remember anything from the
Iconic
episode.
images of a bald head doing this.
No, I mean like knowing like seeing the characters, and I remember like seeing like I have like visuals of the show, but I don't have any like recollection of what the show was like, because I was just young and it was just on in the background.
To be fair, Star Trek was always a
But I
visually
did always
impressive show
think, but
in
I
the
always,
90s.
But I remember it being, as a kid, it didn't capture my imagination, because it was a lot of just dialogue based, kind of stayed on one set, like on the ship. Didn't seem like there was a lot of action. So something like with that animated series, they're able to do a lot more than they would ever do like in like an actual Star Trek episode.
Okay.
With like that level of action that was in there, like right, like you'd think like the energy in that animated series, it was like a lot more energy when it came to like action sequences, right?
Absolutely. So D might give it the benefit of the doubt and give it a watch.
Yeah,
but that's Trekkie. Brittany, you seem to be okay with this.
No, it wasn't.
You seem like you're going to give it a
incompetent.
chance. You seem like you're going to give it a chance.
No, I don't think I would continue watching it, but it was not incompetent, or it didn't offend me in any way, as far as like it being so horrible that I was like.
Would you recommend
hell?
Trekkies like D over there watch it?
No, because I'm not. It could offend. I don't know how much it could offend somebody.
All right.
I don't think it's
purist.
necessarily offensive. I mean, it's.
Well, there's nothing offensive
I
about
can
it.
see people just not really giving a shit. About
Yeah.
it.
Fair.
You know,
Okay.
'cause-
And I think that's actually exactly where I lie. I'm not a Trekkie. I'm not interested in that version of sci-fi. My sci-fi, like cyberpunk, things like Blade Runner, you know, Deus Ex, Metal Gear, even. Metal Gear will be up there. Which? What?
I was just gonna say
Ex Machina?
a future that's taking place like in the near
future. Yes, near future is very
Where it's
big.
like
more
really shitty, you know. Like I want
gritty,
that type of.
gritty kind of
Gritty noir, a noir
want
future,
based
like tech
in-
noir.
I want a future where I can be in a trench coat in the rain and eat shitty noodles at the side of a street.
and speak
you know,
some like
with-
sort of weird language that's derived from like all these other Asian languages.
Okay, you sound like a fucking Twi'lek right now.
A
Fucking
what?
from Star Wars.
Oh
Yeah, he
no!
does.
You know,
no.
like that, like.
Me so sorry. Me so sorry.
Do you know that? Okay, well, I don't. blame you.
Racist character.
So for people who are listening right now, a Twi'lek is an alien race in Star Wars that has the two kind of ponytails, but that's actually
Yeah.
like
They're like part
I
of
don't
their
I don't know how I
head.
would explain.
he's an
that.
ass.
They're like
They're like a tail, but on their head.
yeah, they're just
You
like an appendage that comes off their head.
An appendage. Oh, so a dickhead.
They're green and blue, and apparently their canon accent is actually French.
Oh,
It's hilarious.
so they're Canadians.
Well, in Blade Runner, they actually did the language that they use in the city speak or whatever it's called.
Hungarian was in there. Because apparently when he goes, "Hello, Count Dick," or something, whatever it was, apparently it says, "Listen here, horse dick." So apparently when it was being played in Hungary, the crowd just broke up laughing.
I think that was unintentional.
I think it was, yeah.
But they try to derive it from
Different
some
languages, yeah.
Asian,
Yeah.
some Asian
Eastern
language.
European, Asian, anything that sounded kind of harsh and guttural.
Stuff like Ghost in the Shell, you know, kind of comes into mind.
Ghost in the Shell, another one of my
amazing
favorite
series, yeah.
one of my favorite movies.
I don't think I've
one
ever
of my
seen
favorite.
that all the way through.
The
I've
anime?
fallen
Did you
asleep.
watch Standalone Complex?
No, I watched the
movie?
animated movie.
I highly recommend watching the Standalone Complex if you can. I highly recommend it.
Does it stand by itself in comparison to the movie?
Yeah.
Also, actually, another.
Well, it's a series. You know.
I just realized I sounded like I was being glib saying that. I was trying to make a pun, but I wasn't. But another one, a very good one as well, Akira.
Oh yeah, Akira.
Akira is great. Just something about the Japanese, man. They made some great fucking sci-fi.
Dude, and that's just the popular cyberpunk. You know, if you really go into a hole, you know, like if you really go down deep, there's a ton of Japanese animated media that have very like
cyberpunk.
Cool cyberpunk themes that's haven't even made it to the West.
I'd be
you know?
interested.
I'd be interested.
There's
Yeah.
a lot of good stuff, like especially like from the 80s. You know,
I'd
that
say
never
I'm
made it.
open-minded, but we all know I'm not. So
You have your likes.
I have my likes. In fact, I have Adam Jensen standing there on the desk. He looks like he's ready to rush you.
I still think JC's better, but that's up for debate. I never asked for this.
I never asked for this.
Okay.
Why, JC? Paul, what are you doing here? Oh my God! A bomb! A bomb!
It's the orange soda. I know they're putting soda in the soda in the vending machines. I know it's a plot. I know.
What was, no, it's like I wanted orange. It gave me lemon lime. The machine would not make a mistake.
JC, we've been getting reports of you in the women's bathroom.
I can explain. No, there's Deus Ex again. Go out there and fucking play it. We've mentioned it. You got to reinstall it. That's all I'm going to say. But yeah, there's speaking of games. Actually, interesting segue. I've been playing a lot of GTA Online recently, and
Rockstar's still gonna be milking that.
They are milking it.
Dude,
like
it's three console generations:
cash cow.
PS3, PS4, and PS5. Dude,
Yeah.
when I saw the PS5 game, so basically when the PS5 was announced, they had like a big expo and online videos showcasing all the games, like the flagship launch titles.
Yeah.
That would be coming to PS5, and you saw the Rockstar logo. It's like, oh shit, is it gonna be GTA 6? Is it in a And no, motherfucker, it's the same fucking game.
We
Yeah.
brought you GTA Online again because you know what? You liked it on PS3. You liked it on PS4.
they're making a lot
You're
of
gonna
money.
like it on PS5.
Well,
Deal with it, motherfucker.
Well, they're making a lot of money on it, especially like the PC market. Everybody's playing GTA Online.
Yeah.
The very big player base.
Well, I have taken a couple of issues with
That and
GTA
fucking
Online. Skyrim. Ooh, fucking.
Fucking playing it on my refrigerator.
Who wants to rim the sky? Ugh.
I still think Morrowind's superior,
Yuck.
but that's me.
So I've actually grown to have a personal vendetta against, as I've recently found out their names to be, griefers. These are the assholes who ride around on the Mark II oppressor that back that fucking broomstick.
Yep.
I blow those assholes out of the sky
I
at
fucking
any.
hate those,
I
man.
Wait,
I
a
legit.
broomstick?
It's like how would you describe it, D? What is it? It's a it's something sci-fi that has no bearing of being in this game. And the guys with the fucking lasers, alien lasers.
Yeah, you're just driving down the street and you get blown up.
It's like
Or like when
what
the
is this
hackers
shit?
show up too.
It's
as
like
well.
it's like I want a pistol match with somebody, and it's like I like sometimes I've actually had a standoff on the beach with a guy, like we're like looking at each other
Longingly.
and I very good, but no I'm standing on the beach. There's a guy in front of me.
Sipping on
I'm we're
the fuck are you doing on the beach?
we're just on the beach in the game, and I whip out the pistol.
Is that because you can't go to a beach here?
I whip out the pistol. Shut up. Oh. So I whip out the pistol. I think that's a clear sign. Pistol match, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I would like to do.
He whips out that fucking ray gun that blows me back across the fucking beach, sometimes into the ocean.
Man.
And I'm like, I'm not dead. Now I gotta swim while he's trying to pick me off with a fucking assault rifle or a fucking laser cannon. And then he gets on his Mark II and goes off and harasses.
Fucking flies away.
Causes people.
What's a Mark
grief.
II? A flying thing?
It's a flying machine. D. What is the Mark II? It is the bane of my existence. Personally,
I think it's better if I
I've
just
never-
show
Mark II oppressor.
Brittany what
Those
a
are
Mark
little
II.
things.
Mach 2 or Mark
Mark
2?
MK.
I mean,
II.
it's like a, how do I explain it? It's kind of like a flying motorcycle.
Yes,
But it's not really.
Okay.
its nickname is the broomstick.
Yeah, I see it now.
Yeah,
I see it.
I
here.
fucking hate these things. And also these guys who go around their armored
I see
fucking
it.
trucks with a fucking
Hey,
gun
I have one of
turret.
those.
Yeah, but they have a gun turret on the back, and they like, oh, I just spawned because I actually died in a well-fought like revolver ocelot situation.
Well, wait, how do you get into those specific like little kind of mini game or obstacle things like in like they do on Funhouse?
Okay, so what
They're
happens?
custom made.
So what happens is that when you spawn in, you're kind of dropped into like a hub, which is the city,
Yeah.
which is fuck Los Santos.
Yeah.
Los Santos.
So basically, in that hub, all the other players are there. You can go to the same stores and all that stuff. If you want to start heists, if you want to start custom maps, then you have to send out an invitation to all the people in that server. So you check your phone. You're fucking. Oh, Josh wants to do a custom race with you. Do you want to accept?
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
you say yes, and then you
Yeah.
get taken to a different lobby, and then
Your in-game
yeah.
phone, not your actual phone.
Yeah.
But yes.
Oh.
But what Josh is talking about here is that he's just fucking about the city, and he's just driving
Yeah.
around.
yeah, I have a personal vendetta against the griefers. I will hunt them.
Yeah, so we all.
Yeah, but here's the problem. This is my life right now. Hey, there's a griefer. And this is him.
Okay. He just fucking
Takes
flies
to
away.
the fucking skies. And
See-
it's like,
see,
oh,
it
you
was,
asshole!
It was equally as worse back when you had like the Harriers and just the jets. Like you would be driving and a fucking missile would just hit you.
No,
It's like,
I'm okay with that because with the Harriers, you can
kinda
drive
drive
to the
away,
base.
yeah.
No, you could drive to the base and grab a
And they
Harrier
and they
of your
couldn't chase
own,
you, yeah.
and you go psh, and you're off. And now it's mid-air dogfight, but you're on even ground. Who's
Right.
the better pilot? Who's the better shot? That's what I love.
There's some pretty good pilots out there, not gonna lie.
Oh, there are some very
people flying backwards
I have
into
never
tunnels.
I have never played like an online game, like an MMO or anything.
You should
like
start
that.
playing GTA 4 online.
So you do
Five?
so you do
Five.
so you do pay for a PSN account.
We
then?
we have it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Do-
yeah,
do you
just
have
so
it?
you could play online.
No.
I don't pay.
I don't
because,
give the PlayStation 4 the time of day when
Well,
it comes to online.
I have a lot of hours. I don't know. Primarily as a PC gamer, I've also logged a lot of hours on my PS4.
Did
but-
you have you played the Red Dead Redemption online?
Yeah, and I played a little bit of it.
It kind of I don't see it. It doesn't seem so popular
Like
anymore.
here's the thing for me. I mean, and I'm sure I kind of represent a small percentage of gamers in a sense that.
Well,
you know,
represent my boy.
For me, I feel like consoles. I mean, albeit in the past couple of years, they've been very good for online stuff.
Yeah.
People who couldn't afford a gaming PC were able to play online via Xbox,
Oh,
and
yeah.
the golden days of Halo and like Call of Duty back in the PS3 days. But for me, I don't know. Growing up as a PC gamer, I always saw the console as a single player experience. You know, that's where your amazing stories are told. You know, and I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm Asian or because I have a bias on PlayStation. Yeah, because you know, growing up overseas, like I had an Xbox, but I was the only one with an Xbox, and everybody had a PlayStation. You know, you playing amazing games like.
And now you're a politically correct gamer. That's fantastic. Can we all?
I don't like that.
He's a PC gamer.
Oh,
Brittany.
Well, I've always been a PC gamer. I've always been. Well,
are you a woke gamer?
I don't want to answer that question.
Hey, folks, let's not shoot each other. Let's all go get haircuts.
I don't want to answer that.
It's like let's get manicured.
But consoles was where it's at. You know, like look at the library of the PS4. You know, Red Dead, GTA. Those are only surface level stuff that you can play. You know, you have stuff like all the JRPGs you can play. Stuff like Horizon Zero Dawn. You know, the new God of War. You know,
have you played that?
Oh yeah.
Is it good?
Oh yeah. All of them.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Fucking.
Yeah.
The exclusive. The exclusives in itself. You know, like back in the PS3 days, because I had a lot of mates who would tell me, it's like, oh, why did you buy an Xbox? And I'm like, yeah, I wanted to play Halo and Gears of War.
Oh, Halo. I've never played Halo. I just know the fucking...
It's an amazing sci-fi franchise. I will say that.
That is my fucking really life, by the way. That is my life. That I just know cultural references. I've never played Halo, but I know the fucking
it's a theme.
I know, yeah.
Well, I never played like the story mode in Halo. I just remember in high school
the online component.
Well, not playing online, but just playing multiplayer, where you're just
split screen.
Yeah, the split screen, like the little.
Yeah. That's not a thing anymore.
Yeah.
Sadly.
I do have a quick question for Brittany.
Couch co-op. Yeah.
How are you getting along with Red Dead Redemption? The the John Marston story, shall we say?
Did you finish it? Yeah.
No,
we're not finished yet.
Oh boy.
We say nothing.
I kind of dicked around the last few times I played it, trying to go around collecting stuff for some other side missions. So I haven't really moved forward too much.
Okay.
So you're done with Arthur's?
No, wait, no, you're playing the first Red Dead.
Yeah.
John Marston. But the John Marston story, not the Arthur story.
Sorry,
wait, does John Marston feature? Don't tell me. I'm gonna get the game off you.
Oh fuck! I forgot to bring it today. I should have brought the.
Oh shit! You should have. Yeah.
Next time.
No, I'm planning on.
Right.
I'm gonna stop digging around on some side missions and actually start moving through.
Actually, no. Keep playing the side mission. That's all the world building.
It's true.
I gotta go take a pee. So if
that's
you two just want to talk about.
No. Do you have to?
I really do. I gotta pee.
Why do
you're the host of this show. What do you mean?
You can't
I know
wait.
what you
hold
do.
hold your piss.
Minutes?
If I am the glue that holds anything together, this is going to be a failure.
You can't hold your pee for 20 minutes?
I can't. No, I can't hold my pee for 20 minutes.
What do you mean?
Well, then just pause the episode.
You can hold it. We'll be right back after these technical difficulties.
All right. Actually, you know what? If we're going to do that, I'm going to do this. We're going to take a quick break, and I'm going to put on something that I've been listening to for some reason. Really a lot recently. So here we go. Enjoy our break while Brittany and Dee probably chat to each other. I'm going to turn the fucking mics off. Why not?
We're not going to chat to each other.
Okay, and we are back from that brief bathroom break. Brief because it was, cut and edited.
Well, brief for the listener.
Brief for the listener, yes. Brief for you. Dee, I do want to ask you something, though.
What's up?
Brittany came into the room and told you something while we were on break. What was that exactly?
Oh, that you shot your pants?
Yes. Yeah. Do you believe that really happened? Brittany, why would you say something like that? Just out of curiosity. Why would you...
I'm curious to see Dee's attention to detail. What was he wearing on his bottoms before?
Yeah, what was I wearing before the bathroom break?
I can't see from here.
I'll stand up for you.
Stand up for us. Do a little spin.
What was I wearing?
Okay. You had gray trousers on.
I didn't have
you had shorts. You had gray shorts on.
Yeah, he had tan shorts on.
And what am I wearing? What am I wearing now?
So you did change.
What am I wearing? Tell the dear listener, what am I wearing now?
Denim.
Denim what?
Denim jeans.
Denim jeans.
Your jean trouser.
Would you like to maybe ascertain maybe what actually happened during that brief break?
I don't know anything.
That brief break that nearly took 30 minutes.
Break?
Beef break.
Anything could have happened. You know, maybe you wanted to change out of your shorts. Maybe you did shit.
Into something less comfortable?
Maybe you did shit your pants. I don't know.
I shit my pants.
You're really asking this on the air? You don't want to edit this out?
Nope.
Okay, I respect that.
I went to the bathroom. I took a pee, and I came out into the.
Let's say he dropped something before he dropped his trousers before.
I went to the bathroom. I took a piss, and it was fine.
Oh, it was much more than a piss, my friend.
Well, that's the thing. I came out into the kitchen, and Brittany was there, and I walked, and I kind of went
getting a cup of tea.
getting a cup of tea, and I decided, because after your piss, maybe I can release a fart.
Oh no!
Release a fart.
Never trust those.
No, I shouldn't have.
Dear
and
listener,
that's when I started to realize my butt cheeks feel wet.
Oh,
they feel wet. Yes, literally, shit.
You have it, everybody. The second podcast.
Did you not think it was strange that you heard the washer starting
I don't know
in the background?
Wait, what did you just straight throw those in the washing machine?
Well, what am I gonna do? Junk them?
No, at least
wash
rinse
them.
them off. Like
mad respect for admitting this on the air
Ew.
forever to be on the internet.
Thank you, sir. It's
I'm a grown man, the age of 30, and I shit my pants when I wanted to fart.
I will defecate on whatever surface I choose
I
to.
can do behind my closed doors whatever I please in my own home. I
no
am the
shame.
man who wears the soiled pants in this family.
The man of the house.
soil pants in this.
There you have it, folks. Josh, the host of the West of Waterford podcast,
Oh no!
has
Not above shitting his
Do you know what the
pants.
funny thing is? Today we were just talking about this shit, literally, in work, and I was very proud that
you jinxed it.
I think I did.
You
I
jinxed
think I
it.
did, and I was very proud to admit that I have never shit my pants. It has only taken me
In your adult life, I mean, we all
in
did
my
as
adult
babies.
life. In my adult life,
Reached
I've
the
never-
milestone.
No, you can get real applause. You don't need to
All right.
refer to yourself.
Wow.
So moving on.
Moving bowel moving.
What was
Or
that?
bowel moving on.
Another funny thing during
Oof.
the break.
Oh, do
Josh.
tell.
So if you have been a listener from our original Gray Area podcast, we did have a few of our friends on there, John and Amy.
Oh yeah.
And so I see this on Instagram because it's funny. I follow both of them, and so their stories sometimes they post each other's stories, but they do their own tweak to it. So Amy posted a story of John saying John got to help train a Disney dog, and it's just a video
Wait,
of him.
a Disney dog?
Yeah, because they went to downtown Disney to do some shopping.
A Down syndrome dog?
No,
downtown. Oh.
Disney.
I thought it was a Down syndrome dizzy dog.
No.
Wait, what
Oh,
do you
okay.
mean? What do you mean downtown
A-
Disney?
Downtown, there's in
Anaheim?
in Disneyland, yeah, in Anaheim.
okay.
There's a area that's like just a shopping district
Right,
in Disneyland
yeah.
called Downtown Disney, and I don't think you even need to go into the park for it. I think it can be its own separate. Anyway, so they went there this weekend.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
And apparently there was a drug sniffing dog doing some training, and so Amy innocently put John got to help train a Disney dog, and then John took a snippet from that video, and then he put his own Instagram story saying, and he put above it saying, upon entering downtown Disney, this officer approached me to help with training a drug sniffing dog. Little do you know, I was pretty high.
Okay, that's interesting.
So he was high as fuck, and there was a drug sniffing dog that they're like, this officer's like, hey, you good citizen, do you mind helping us with our pup here?
You're saying it's too loud?
Yeah, lower it real quick.
How is your headphone level? Well, I mean, it's a Disney story, and I think that kind of segues very well into Brit's Bits.
Brit's Bits? I know! I did not come up with his name, so we need to come up with some sort of. If you're gonna make it, he thought it was cute, and I said that sounds disgusting.
I didn't think it was cute. There's a reason I named it that.
Just Britt's naughty bits. Oh.
Moving on.
So, Britt, what is your bit? I guess.
Okay, so I have a. So. Moving on from that, I thought that was a good segue too. By the way, thank you.
How did we go from soiling oneself to your bits?
Britt's
well,
bits.
where do you soil yourself
well,
from?
I'm just saying. On the break, I saw that our Disney, Disney fan, raging fans of Disney, had a funny little story on Instagram they were posting.
Okay.
And for some reason, Josh wanted me to. Are you gonna play that in the background the whole time?
Oh yeah.
Okay, can you turn it down like really low in the background then?
I told you it's quite loud.
No, low in the background.
No, it is low in the background. It's
No,
just,
for the audio listeners.
For the
too.
audience, it's too loud.
Yeah, it's like you can't let it be distracting.
Well, that's better there.
That's perfect. Okay.
There we go.
So, yes, please continue.
Okay, well,
You're number 4.
I can't hear anything in my head. Okay.
There you go. This is all kind of live.
Never mind.
All right.
Concentrate.
I gotta be controlling the music here.
So we've all heard about the whole thing of nobody dies at Disney, right? So what was that?
Right. No, indeed. Carry on.
Nobody died at
that?
Disney.
Oh
The
my
Chinese
God.
built the place. Ha ha ha.
So for some reason, Josh had wanted me to put a morbid list together of deaths that have happened at Disney.
Oh yeah. So, what was the most interesting death or your number one death? Let's go with that, Britt.
My number one death?
Yeah.
Okay, the one that the one that I've learned about that has stuck in my head was one of the people that died at Disneyland on the Matterhorn.
Oh.
And how somehow either I got ejected from her seatbelt or she unhooked her seatbelt and she was thrown from the bobsled. And
My name is Bobsled.
and there was something about the whole thing about her being decapitated.
Decapitated.
Decapitated, but it turns out to stop with the fucking claps. I'm getting so sick of it.
Never. So
Especially because that one doesn't even make any goddamn sense. Anyway, sorry. So, can you please turn the music off?
I can't take.
Yeah, please turn the fucking music off.
turn
It's enough.
All right,
Fade
fine.
it out.
God, you're such wusses. Neither of you.
Such wusses.
All right. So
Anyway,
this bitch got.
This is the ADD talking.
no, it's not the ADD talking. It's just like I'm trying to actually move on. It's kind of funny to have it when you're starting into the stories, but just turn it off eventually.
Oh, come on.
All right. Anyways.
So she was decapitated on the Matterhorn.
Right.
But she wasn't decapitated. It turns out, if you want to get the details correct, it's that her head had actually been smushed like into her torso.
Oh, Jesus Christ! That's that's like some cartoon shit. Like
Yeah,
where,
exactly.
Where like a strong man like bops your head and it just goes
inside your body cavity.
She's just kind of turtleish. It's like
the-
a turtle looking
the-
for refuge.
The image in my head right now is Ed from 90 Day Fiance.
Well, the image.
Oh.
Oh yes, and the image in her head is currently by her lungs.
She's dead.
And I feel bad for the family, and I feel bad for her.
Anyway, some other kind of tragic events.
What's the Matterhorn?
Okay.
Anyway, these are real people that died, and tragically, their family suffered a loss because of it.
Did they gain a refund at least?
What a horrible way to go.
Yeah. These. So some of these are kind of like.
Right.
Like really like freak accents. So.
Okay.
And I tried to find some ones that were lesser known because I think there's like a popular like list of 10
some
that
common
circulates
ones,
around.
yeah.
That everybody knows about. So I tried to dig up some less common ones.
I thought you did try to dig up the victims of
No.
God damn it.
Oof. All the way. So all the rest of these are actually from Disney World.
Oh.
So Florida. Well, of course it's in bloody Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in 1982, A 2-year-old girl was crushed by a 120-pound sign that had tipped over in the
What? A sign?
It had tipped over.
What did it say? Well, what did it say? Beware of sign?
No, it was sitting in the lobby of the Polynesian Village Resort, and she got crushed to death.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God! I don't know what's so funny. It was the Polynesian Village. It was either a sign or one of the cast members falling on her.
It's crazy because
Those Polynesians.
it's crazy because sometimes I think about
They would be more than 120 pounds.
Sometimes I think about people who bring their really young children, like like at the age where you don't really remember.
Tops.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, we brought you to Paris. It's like, motherfucker, I don't remember any of this.
Yeah, it's true.
We had taken a hiking trip to one of the national parks, a couple of weeks ago, and I saw a hiker with their toddler with them. It's like why are you bringing your 2-3-year-old with you?
That's like an hors d'oeuvre for a mountain lion.
And the child was strapped to him,
Because they just have to tag him along because they want to be.
Was he wearing a mask?
I mean, it was kind of like Death Stranding. The baby was in front of the chest.
I really don't know. I haven't played Death Stranding.
Well, anyways, so basically, this guy was hiking. He had his pikes and all that stuff, and he had a baby strapped. Well, not baby. He had a toddler strapped to him in the front. It's like
that's not for the child. That's for them. That's for them to be able to well, we want to go on this trip, but we can't find a babysitter.
Right?
Was the baby ticking by any chance?
Dicking?
Ticking.
Oh.
Still, it's I understand that sometimes it's not easy to find somebody to watch over.
Lovely day for a run, isn't it?
To watch your child, but it's like, Jesus, dude, what if you trip or you fall?
I know,
that's all your body weight, all 200, 250 pounds of you just on your child,
Oh, that sound effect is very revealing.
Baby go,
Baby go, splat, splat. And she's flat.
Okay, speaking
Baby reggae, go flat,
of splats, there were quite a few accounts of at the Disney Contemporary Resort there in Florida. There were plenty of.
Can we not just forget this is the happiest place on earth, by the way.
There were plenty of man commits suicide by jumping off of the 15th floor.
Oh yeah.
Of the inside balcony to the plummeting to the lobby or plummeting to the parking lot.
Can you imagine that? It's like, oh my God, you're like 10 years old, and then your parents are like, you know what, your father's worked so hard, we've saved enough money, we're gonna Disney World, like happy family. Yeah. And you're like, holy shit, Mom, we're finally going to Disney World, and then you just see some motherfucker just go on the lobby. It's like,
Daddy!
Daddy!
Oh shit!
That's what's fucked up. Is that guy probably was on vacation with his family.
We've got to pay for a better janitorial staff.
I'm just book a room by myself to Disney World.
Yeah.
Well, gosh, Mick, another one just threw himself out of the hotel window.
So in 78 there was a suicide jump. In 81 there was a suicide jump.
All accompanied by this.
And then in 83, there was another suicide of a man jumping off the outside of his balcony so he succeeded in one way but failed in the other. He attempted to murder his wife.
What the fuck?
And then he must have felt like so much of a failure that he couldn't get that right that he's like, well, I'll fucking just kill myself.
Plot twist, he landed in the swimming pool.
No, actually, he committed
They'll still kill you.
He actually didn't commit suicide by jumping. He actually shot himself in the chest, which is a very inefficient way of committing suicide.
I'm finna just take this gun and just shoot myself in the chest. What?
Yeah.
What?
I know. What a mess.
Oh man, it's sad because if you look into. If you really look into it, these people have, probably underlying.
Well, I know.
Mental health
There's nothing too funny about suicide, but I did find
there's nothing funny at all. But when it's at the land of the happiest place on earth,
there's something kind of ironic about it.
Welcome to Disneyland. Come see your favorites. Come see Mickey Mouse. Come see. Don't remind me of that. Come see the family.
It's an assault. Yes, right? He doesn't get it.
Don't. Just completely forget about the. What are you doing there? This is a happy place. Hey kids, do you want the swimming pool to be red? We can make the wave machine red now. Yes. Here comes. And look over there, it's Oswald. We got him back. Yes, that was a long lawsuit. That was... Oh, kids! Forget about the screaming of horrified children everywhere. Please, what are you doing? Mr. Mouse? Mr. Mouse? Ha!
All right, we need
We got their money, right? It doesn't matter that they're dead. We got their money. No refunds.
We need a cleanup, but it's a small world. Anyways.
It's a die. It's a suicide after all.
Another person that plummeted to their death
What's with the plummeting?
was by accident. It was in 1992, also at the Disney Contemporary Resort. A cast member falls from a balcony on the 15th floor after being startled by bees.
Oh shit! So it was. Wait, what? Wait.
Were they in costume?
I mean, this is a cast member, right? You see, fucking.
It's like the witch at the end of Snow White where she falls off the edge of the cliff because the birds are...
Somebody's just there. I know we shouldn't have licensed a Honey Nut Cheerio bee. He startled a guest.
I don't know why, but I'm thinking of like Chester Cheetah, like Chester the tiger from
Chester Cheeto.
Yeah,
Cheetah.
Just falling
There's
off.
so much beauty in the world.
Just falling off the fucking after being pushed by Frosty the Tiger off the balcony.
Frosty the Tiger.
There can only be one cat in this town, motherfucker.
It's Tony.
It's
It's Tony the Tiger, not Frosty the Tiger. What is he?
Learn your cereal mascot.
Where is he from? What was he? A Siberian tiger where you grew up?
No, he's from Kazakhstan. I can just see.
Kazakhstan.
They're infidel.
I can just see.
They're impotent.
I can just see Tony the Tiger just pushing down. It's like, oh, it's great. Just pushing this motherfucker.
Very nice.
It's a nice.
It's a nice cereal.
Number one cereal in all of Kazakhstan.
I have two more.
It's all good.
Let's hear two more from Brits.
Okay, so I found this.
I need this music again.
So
it's not on.
Okay, so the next two take place in Disney's World, the Animal Kingdom.
Oh
so
no.
Nothing happens like what you think, but a wild but non-venomous snake fell on a 8-year-old boy. So I'm assuming it either fell from a tree or maybe a bird was carrying or something. It fell out of the sky. I don't know.
What the fuck?
But it fell onto an 8-year-old boy and bit him. His grandmother died of cardiac arrest. Snake! Yeah, exactly. The boy was fine. It was a non-venomous snake. Having been somebody who's been bit by a non-venomous snake, like, it's not a traumatic situation.
Snake.
But his grandmother died of a his grandmother died of a heart attack as a result. What is sad and pathetic.
That is unfortunate.
Okay. It's kind of a comedy of errors.
Okay, calm down, sweaty.
Comedy for sure.
All right, okay, calm down, sweaty pits.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Look,
so
put your
It's
arms
warm,
up.
and I'm performing.
So
And I'm performing.
So the child was all right.
Yeah, the child was
But the
fine.
grandmother. So I feel like the trauma of seeing your grandmother just have a cardiac. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, she
I mean, that's kind of funny, but it's kind of fucked up at the same time.
It's fucked up. It's like a pathetic death. Okay, and I do have one more on the list. This one sounds like it's straight out of a comic book. You might get what I mean by that. In 2018, a maintenance worker slipped into and then drowned in a vat of grease.
Wait, why did I have grease?
Wait. Okay, why does Disney have a vat of grease?
Yeah.
That's big enough for a man to fall into.
No, not only fall into, but drown.
Yeah.
Yes.
Meaning that he had to swim through it.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Wait.
It sounds cartoony, right?
It's not like the Joker being
Yeah,
tossed
exactly.
in the
That's what I mean.
I-
It sounds like a villain origin story.
It just
except that this particular person didn't survive to become the next.
Mick, why do we have a big vat of grease? Ha! Why don't we, Mickey? I mean, Goofy. I've been taking heroin. I'm smoking crack.
Well, that's all I know is that there's a maintenance worker who was doing something with maintenance, and there's a huge vat of grease that he happened to slip into and
Geez,
die.
Sandy, why'd you slip into my hair?
Speaking of Disney characters, I feel like. So who has kids? I feel like Goofy is the only one who's fucked somebody.
Yeah.
Because think about it.
Good point.
Goofy sex.
Mickey and Minnie.
Please never do that again.
I mean, they probably fucked, but they don't have any kids, so they haven't reproduced.
Think about Goofy sex for a second.
No, I said never do that again.
I don't want to think about.
Well, gosh.
I don't want to think about
we've
Goofy
never ever
going
mentioned
at it.
before.
There you go.
Okay, maybe bringing up the bringing up the sex lives of the Disney characters was a bad idea.
Donald Duck clearly has a brother who has
but not him. His brother got some shit, but not him. He's got nephews.
Whatever.
Do you ever think Donald Duck is a sailor? He's a sailor. Do you ever notice that? He wears a
Yeah.
sailor.
Well, yeah, of course. If you look at him, he's a sailor.
Right.
Did you ever notice that?
Did you know that Mickey is a mouse? Motherfuckers
about it?
got bigger ears than his head. Did you know that you always see two of his ears at the same time?
It doesn't make sense.
Is he always what? What is he? What?
Wait, I don't get it. If Goofy's a dog, then how come Mickey has Pluto?
Yeah, what a fucked up universe is this?
'Cause
It's
there's-
the Disney.
it's
It's
because-
the system, man.
because there's
It's
human-
a small world after all.
It's because there's more evolved humanoid animals and there's still animals.
That doesn't mean Pluto can't walk. What if this motherfucker can walk,
Walk,
in 2
of
feet?
course.
Well, he can't walk after.
Pluto's like, has a wheelchair. He
So-
can't
so-
walk.
He doesn't walk straight after Goofy gets to him in the night.
So Pluto.
I know you're Mick's best friend.
So Pluto goes
Mick.
woof woof woof, and then Goofy goes hoo and
All right, okay.
hey man, Pluto has it good. Doesn't have to worry about. He doesn't have to worry about kids. Doesn't have to worry about paying for his child's college tuition.
You mean Mickey? Because Goofy does have a kid.
No, I'm talking about
Pluto.
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 If
Pluto,
we're comparing
yeah.
the dogs,
What if Pluto
I
and
always-
Max?
I
What if
always
Pluto and Goofy
fantasize-
had Max? And Pluto's a girl.
That's
I don't
bizarre.
want to think about Goofy
Going back to what
thrusting
D-
his mega cock
Yeah.
into
Mega cock.
into
What
Pluto.
Rule 34 are you looking at?
You know it's out there. You know it's out anything.
yeah.
Anything. Jesus.
Oh my gosh.
Even Pokemon.
Way back in the day,
Poke your mom.
when on Game
Why?
Grumps they had Ross was hosting a series called Doodle Dudes.
Diddle
Doodle
Doodle
dudes.
Dudes.
Diddle dudes.
Think of Doodle Bob.
Chris O'Neill of original Newgrounds fame, animator. Very
Shout out to
creeper,
Newgrounds.
Yeah, creepy. He does a lot of creepy illustrations, and so he was on that show, and he did this horrific looking Goofy with like just a naked Goofy, and he just has his like, and he's like laid out, and he's got his toes, his big freaky feet, and his toes all curled, and then it just blurred out this huge like place where his cock obviously was.
We're obviously
It was
talking
so
about
disturbing.
Goofy's giga cock.
Oh man. And then also, but Chris O'Neill, Oni, also on his channel, Oni Plays, they started redoing
Well, gosh,
more-
Britt, I didn't
more
think you were
episode-
supposed to show your influences.
more episodes of Simply Artistic.
Newgrounds.
I thought you would appreciate that name.
I appreciate. Yeah.
Simply Artistic.
Simply autistic.
I simply autistic.
Yeah.
I have been known to be on the spectrum as well.
Oh, wow.
Aren't we all?
Newgrounds. Oh man, that's. I really don't like saying that it's such nostalgia, but it is. You know, I
Yeah.
remember being in primary school and just fucking off in computer class. You know, everybody's doing
Ew.
the thing, and I'm just
Ew.
watching. Xiao Stickman fighting it out, or playing games with Newgrounds was the shit. It was a generation of like the early 2000s. Well, actually late 2000s, where Flash games were king, and it's
Oh,
sad
yeah,
because
Wait. So you were in class getting off to Newgrounds while flashing people.
so actually the Flash games aren't supported anymore. Apparently they've...
Did that happen this year in the last year?
I want to say yes, but I don't know. I don't have any concrete info.
Was it delayed because of
All right.
COVID?
I don't know. All I know is that some pure-hearted
Yeah, it's
saint
really
out
sad
there,
to think about.
all
That you can't play Flash games anymore.
well, here's the thing. Before we end the episode, all I know is that there is a saint out there,
That's
collecting
yes.
and creating a archive of all of the Flash games that you could download,
which
offline and play on your computer.
Which I think is why it was found out so early on, because there has to be some people out there that were. No, this is sacred stuff. We can't just let it just disappear overnight.
I mean, it's a part of history,
It really is. You're right. You're
Right.
totally right.
So just before we end, I'm sorry guys, but we are
Okay.
We are low on time here. So I did want to get to this. D, I know you wanted to get to this too. This
Wait, get
is,
what?
let me
Why
set
are you trying
the
to rush
mood.
this at the very end? Just
let me
us finish.
just set the mood very quickly.
Okay. If you think
Welcome. It's time, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely, it is. For Glenn Miller and his wonderful band to play you Pennsylvania 6500.
They never found him.
Wow.
He disappeared.
No,
Glenn
because
Miller?
I'm in the 1950s and he's not dead yet. There you go. Come on, boys and girls, let's take a look what it means to be a good woman. 129 ways to get a husband. I'm just going to read a couple of quick ones here.
Is number one being good at giving head?
No. Being beaten in the head is number 2, but you were close. So let's go with number 17.
Number 17.
Be friendly to ugly men. Handsome is as handsome does. Yes. Befriend the ugly man.
That is the origin of incels.
That's pretty shitty advice, not gonna lie.
Yeah. Lead them on.
But don't you worry. We are getting to the good shit, as they say. Number 24.
The good shit. This motherfucker.
Don't be afraid to associate with more attractive girls. They may have some leftovers.
Oh my
Sloppy
god.
seconds.
Yes, the 50s.
Is this really what's written there?
Yes.
They have leftovers? Is that verbatim?
I am calling you from 1958, my dear friend. You man who should be building our railways.
Okay, it's the
Yes.
50s, not the 1800s, motherfucker.
Whatever. You don't know.
Indubitably. Yes.
Indubitably.
You don't know what's happening. I'm here. You're there. Yes. Don't
Are
be
you going to do
afraid.
this voice the whole time?
Don't be afraid to associate with more
think that's
attractive
it.
girls.
Okay, what's
Okay, we already heard that.
What's the
Next
next tip?
one.
What's the next tip?
Number 30.
What's the next one, Sweaty Pits?
Learn to paint. Set up an easel outside of engineering school. We don't care which one. Just set up a painting easel outside of engineering school.
Is that literally what it says? Engineering school?
Engineering
That's
school.
so funny.
Yes.
But what if he
Not law school?
But what if he comes around, you're pantomiming or you are doing some illustration, they come around and like you're a horrific artist and you've just drawn
Well, then you have
either,
no worth.
I can't think of anything like a stick figure or some morbid portrayal of your dead mother. I don't know.
Well, let me tell you, lady from the
Goofy,
future, you have
Goofy with
absolutely no
Goofy
worth.
with his big nasty feet and his big giant cock out.
Getting gang raped?
What's a cock? I believe it's the thing that wakes me up in the morning. Cock-a-doodle-doo.
Oh my god.
Number 40.
Whips
You're
out-
not going to stop me.
Whips out cock, open zipper.
Stand in a corner and cry softly. Chances are good that he'll come over to find out what's wrong.
That's bullshit.
Not gonna lie, in 2020, I would be afraid to approach a chick that's crying on a corner.
Yeah, that's true.
And be like, man, she can.
What's happening, sweetheart? How can I help you?
Yeah,
oh,
see-
you poor thing.
See, maybe back then, but now it's like, man, I don't want none of that fucking
Yeah,
emotional
nowadays
baggage.
you would-
Fuck that shit.
Number 16.
I got my own problems.
It'd be more like you wouldn't want to go up to a woman in distress because she would you'd be afraid of being accused of harming her.
What is harming a woman? That's not a known concept here in 1958.
It's just putting her in her place.
It's putting her in a place where she belongs, and she will thank you for it. While smoking a Lucky Strike and drinking AIDS.
Drinking AIDS.
AIDS. It's a dietary drink.
Okay, next one.
Why? What does it mean in your time?
Next tip. Let's go.
Wait, what does AIDS
Let's
mean
go
in your
next.
time?
Let's go. Moving on. Let's go.
All right. Come on, keep going
Let's
there.
go. Let's see her.
Alrighty.
He's having
Get
too
a
much
job. Get a government job overseas. I hear the boys in Korea need help.
Overseas.
Yes,
Come on,
government job overseas.
What kind of fucking advice is
My
that?
grandmother
You
did
can
that.
choose one of two professions: nurse and secretary.
Oh, you mean
Secretary.
you mean in the military? Okay.
I'm drunk.
Yeah.
It's 1958. What do you expect? I've been drinking bourbon
That was
since
what my grandmother did in
I've been
World War
drinking
II. She
bourbon
was a
since the age of
secretary
14. What do you expect?
in the military or army or whatever.
Go back to your hometown for a visit. The wild kid next door may have become an eligible bachelor.
Oh my
Bachelor.
God.
I would never.
While you were away,
Never go back to my hometown. Fuck
Yes.
that shit. You left for a reason.
back in your hometown, I'm sure they were fighting for the Viet Cong. Yes, Charlie.
Nah,
he was
fuck-
against the boys.
Fuck that shit. We were fighting
All right,
with
anything to
Americans.
make this voice end, please.
Ladies, if you want to find a man in 1958, change apartments from time to time. I'm sure he's sick of fighting your tampons. What are they? Because they don't exist yet. Your socks with bloodstains in the baskets.
That literally made no goddamn sense.
When we called you Bobby Soxes, we didn't mean you stuck it up your bobby when it came to your monthly evil bleed. Evil bleed.
All right,
That's
so
what we call
all right, so you're
the
gonna-
evil bleed.
All right, so you're gonna say one
Because
more
we have
tip.
no other name for it.
You're gonna say one more tip, and then we're gonna end this episode.
One
Yeah.
more tip. The tip of my penis. Introduce it to your vagina. Today, in 1958. All right.
I hear-
I'm going to say goodbye now.
I hear anal was quite
Come.
popular back then.
Anal was only... Anal...
Was
Was
birth
all-
control.
It's not sex in the eyes of the Lord.
Anal was birth control and a good way not to get a fat broad pregnant. Good night, folks. I hope you enjoyed this trip back to 1958. Now, if you don't mind, I have a servant. He is of a certain ethnicity. And, oh no, this is terrible. Civil rights. Excuse me, folks. I have to go fight something.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Thank you.
And that is the evil 1950s summed up in horrifying fashion.
Thank you for listening to the West of Waterford podcast.
Oh my God, D, you are a professional. Would you like to be my second mic?
Another interesting.
How come every
episode.
time I try to do something like that, you get mad at me? Hey, what are you trying to do? Run the show or something?
Yeah, because you're my wife, and it's
What are you trying to do? Wear my shitty pants? What are you trying to do? Wear the shitty pants in the family here? Only I can wear the shitty pants in the family.
I wear the pants with the shit in them in this household.
Yes.
I walk around with my butt cheeks clenched.
Ladies and gentlemen, I do believe, before I get more shitty jokes thrown at me, I do believe it is time to end the West of Waterford podcast. So, I'm going to show some influence here and say goodnight to Brittany.
Good night, Brittany.
Good night, Brittany.
Good night, Brittany.
Yeah. Ugh, you don't have to live with her. And good night, Dee.
Good night.
Thank you very much for hanging out with me tonight. This is going to be a bitch to edit. This has been hours, and it's only going to be about an hour in length. So,
Hours?
if you wish to follow Josh on his Twitter, it's Josh Mulcahy 4.
That's you.
That's me. Come be an asshole with me. It's a lot of fun sometimes. If you wish to look at the Instagram, it's at TonyCat _ Tony at _ something. It's
Fucking forget it. It's completely debunked. I'm not gonna keep uploading stuff to it. I don't care.
laziness. It's loved here.
No.
Listen to the production. It's lazy. D, anything
I
to
don't know
plug?
why you keep plugging that Instagram account.
D's on his phone and completely checked
Anything
out.
to plug. He
Ladies
wants
and
to stay
gentlemen,
private.
all right, that's
Why would he plug something?
You can plug an asshole.
I'll plug at your mom.
Yeah.
Plug your mother.
At your mom.
Don't worry, folks. He's Asian. She'll barely feel it. All right, we're out of here.
We need to remind you that because this is not a visual medium. We just want you to know that we have an Asian friend, so don't say we're racist.
Good night, folks. Bye-bye.